Now, in the last lecture, I gave you the structure to follow to really plan your video. And once you've got your video planned and made, the next thing is to actually, in the last lecture, I gave you the structure to really plan and make your YouTube video. Now, once you have made your YouTube video, the next step is actually to upload it to YouTube. And a key part of that upload process is really optimizing your video and make sure that it's really SEO optimized. The importance of this is really central to our whole strategy. If we come back up to our marketing strategy here, we're really focusing on the searchability and discoverability so that we can get picked up inside the YouTube search engine. And a key part of that process is really telling YouTube what your topic is about, what your video is about, and these are all the places that you can do that. So where you should be seeing this stuff is if you come into YouTube, on the top right hand corner here, this is where you then upload your video. And the next step that you really have to do now is simply just select the file to upload. And this is where our process really begins. This is where you want to make sure that your file name is SEO optimized. So you want to include your target keyword in your file name. So for example, it'd be SEO for beginners.mp4. So I've got the file name already optimized. I'm going to upload it here, and then this will reveal all of the other places to add in the rest of the information. Now, what I would recommend is you maybe change this straight away over here to be maybe a scheduled video, because you will have to do some changes before you put your video live, as well as a couple of changes we're going to do in this lecture here. I think adding in a custom thumbnail is an important step, and maybe adding in those links to your website. So maybe set it for, tomorrow at a certain time, or whatever time you want, and that'll give you just a chance to do these little additional steps. So now that we have optimized our file name and uploaded our YouTube video, the next step is to really optimize the title of our video. Now, we've talked about this before in terms of how you should really write that, and this is where you really pop that in right now. You'll see that it pulls the title name from the video that I've uploaded, but this is really the opportunity for you to add that in. You'll also see that you have a space for the description, and you'll also see that you have an opportunity to add in the tags here. So when you're uploading the video is the time that you put in your title, your description, and your tags, and you really want to make sure all of these are SEO optimized. So let's start with the title. Include your target keywords at the start of your title and highlight the benefits compared to your other videos. We've talked about that before. Now, your description, it should really be a summary of the content of your video, maybe about 200 words. And the key thing that you have to remember is that Google cannot watch your videos. They cannot pick out the words that you're saying and understand what they are. So putting in the description here is really key to giving YouTube and even Google in the search engines more information about what your video is about, so that they can really understand that. And to give you an example of it, I'll show you the description that I have for this SEO tutorial video, the same example we've been looking at throughout the course. And you can see that this is almost like a mini blog post here. It's about 200 words, maybe long. You can see straight away I'm starting it off with my keyword, and then throughout the description as well, there's reference to words that are important for this topic, and also referring back to my keyword as well. Now, one other thing that I've added into the description here is actually these little timestamps here. And maybe if I show you what the video looks like normally, this can become a bit clearer. So down here you can see in the description I've put in timestamps. Very easy to do. You just put in literally like 6.08 like the time, and then when people click on these timestamps, it can bring them to that particular moment in the video. Now, you can do that if you want for longer videos. It's just a nice little tip, makes it easier for people. But essentially, for your description, you just want a summary of your video, 200 words, and include your keyword 3 to 4 times throughout. Now, the final thing that you can add in while you're uploading your video is the video tags. They go in here. And really what you want to put in here are include the keyword that you want to rank for as your first tag, and then a few related keywords. So for this video, as an example here, you can see I've got search engine optimization, SEO tutorial, SEO for beginners, SEO tutorial for beginners, SEO basics, Google SEO, etc. And I really just got these out of the auto suggestion, and also looking at some of the other titles, people ranking the types of keywords that they have there. Now, the final thing that you can add in for really SEO optimization are closed captions. You add these in once a video is uploaded. So once this process ends, you're going to have a video that looks like this here. You've got this all filled out, and then you can come over here to subtitles and closed captions. You can really add in these subtitles and closed captions. So I'm going to overwrite these. I really haven't got any there. And what you've got an option to do here is you can upload them if you've got a transcript. You can listen to your video, type them in, or you can just create them yourself. So the advantage of putting in these closed captions, it can be great for non-native speakers. If you're speaking in English and they're non-native speakers, having that text coming up on screen can be great. It also helps with the search engines. Google can understand, and YouTube can understand much better what your video is about because you've told them word for word. It's better for user experience as well. Mobile visitors as well, who view videos in sound sensitive times. One interesting fact here, and I've linked off to it if you want to read more about it, is 85% of Facebook videos are viewed in silence. And you can see, you probably notice this in your Facebook feed. A lot of videos come up with these subtitles on them. Now, if that is true for Facebook on a mobile device, you can be sure that for mobile videos as well, on YouTube, it's the same thing. So there's a lot of benefit to putting in these closed captions. It does take a lot of time, so it's probably better for shorter videos if you really want to do a big push on them. That's a little booster that you can add in. So that is the really process to optimize your videos. You do it during the upload process, these first four, and then the final one, the closed captioning. That's really an optional thing, and you can add that in after the video has been uploaded. Now, as well as doing these SEO optimizations, adding in a thumbnail is a very important part of YouTube. If you spend any time on YouTube, you know that these thumbnails, the little images that cover the videos, get huge visibility, and they draw a massive amount of attention, even more than the words under here. And so it can be worth adding a custom thumbnail. That's really what we're going to cover in the next lecture.